There we go. Our first competitor coming out is going to be lane number 9, Parker Lenoco. He was in the B final of the 100-meter backstroke earlier this week.
Lane 0, Marcus Mack, freshman at Simon Fraser from Victoria, British Columbia.
Benjamin Blowen, he was 4th in the 200-meter butterfly last night. Got a best time at 2:00:33.
Lane 1, Loic Corval Fortin from Camo, 6th in the 100 back at these trials earlier.
And Hugh McNeil from UBC is next. He was 8th in the 100-meter backstroke. He got a C time of 1:59.5.
Lane 2, Rabin Doman, a 5-second drop this morning from his personal best, swims out of the HPC Vancouver.
Blake Turney is next from UBC. He was 2nd in the 100-meter backstroke.
Lane 3, Tristan Jankovic, snuck under 2 minutes this morning and also took almost 5 seconds. So it's the morning of best times this morning.
Aidan Norman cracked 2 minutes for the very first time. Moves up to number 17 all-time for Canadian men.
And in lane number 4, Richie Stokes. He is the top seed here tonight. He's 23 years of age from Toronto. He now trains out of University of Calgary with coach Mike Blondo. He won the trials last year, earning a spot on the world's team where he placed 17th in this event last summer. This is a fun one to watch because truly this race can go multiple different ways. There was only about a couple tenths of a second that separated our top 3 or 4 swimmers, and this is going to be a potential berth to a first national team if anyone is able to chase down Richie Stokes, but he does come in as the clear favorite. And fun fact for Richie, he always color codes his shoes to his outfit for finals, and that's what he's superstitious about. So I hope tonight he matched it accordingly and he was able to get the good vibes rolling here as we get set for the men's A final of the 200 backstroke.
Well, Stokes working his mojo in lane number 4 in preparation for this final. He's going to have his competition on either side. 3 men under the 2-minute mark this morning. 2 of them at 1:59.9, Stokes at 1:59.5. Stokes does have personal best time of 1:58.79 in the men's 200-meter backstroke. And a few different strategies at play this morning. We saw Stokes out a full second better than the rest of the field. He was out in 27.9, whereas Norman and Jankovic were both out in 27.7 and 27.8. So we'll see if there's any different approach here tonight.
And Stokes gained a lot of confidence getting to be on that national team last summer. But the rest of these athletes are trying to become those next names, right, as we head towards the Paris year and we're able to see what everyone's capable of.
So 7.7 for Stokes, right where he was this morning. Aidan Norman, the youngster beside him in lane 5, 28.1. That's much better. Jankovic, 28.2. But second, we have 2 swimmers, Blake Turney and Hugh McNeil at 28.0, right there with Stokes.
I like the look of Stokes' stroke right now, though, staying very calm and collected. He has a nice tempo, but not digging too deep at the moment or not laboring too much. He's a little far on the one rope. I'd love him to get a bit closer to the middle, but his legs really haven't come in yet.
Very right about Stokes' stroke. Nice and high on the water. Great roll. He's turning here in 57.80. A few tenths of a second better than what he was. Lane 7 is next. Right there, 57.9, and Norman and Jankovic are also out much faster than they were this morning.
Yeah, and Hugh McNeil out of lane 7 there was the only swimmer to split under 30 seconds on that second 50.
So let's see what happens as we come to the third wall, but these lanes, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, all very close. It's going to be McNeil turning first at 1:28.3. He's just at 30.4. So everybody can see how close they are now at the board. They're looking up and they're seeing that it's anybody's race, and it's coming down this last 25 meters.
6 of them across the board right now. This qualification standard we're keeping an eye on, 1:58.07. The B standard, 1:59.25.
And you can see McNeil turning it on in lane 7. He knows he's got to go 29 to get underneath that cut, and it's going to be close in 7. McNeil to the 100, 1:58.07. What a great swim by Hugh McNeil and a great last 50 to get down and equal that cut. Second is the youngster Aiden Norman in lane 5 at 1:59.35, and the bronze goes to Rabin Doman in lane 2, having a great weekend of backstroke in 1:59.73.
A beautifully swum race there for McNeil. Got under 29.71 on that last 50 to get himself a spot. A FINA A cut to the 100th. We love to see it. The results are official. He will put himself on the selection roster for the World Championships this summer, and a massive stepping stone in his career.
Well, a great swim by Turney. It was only 2 minutes this morning. This is more than a full second under his lifetime best, getting down to that 1:58.0. This will be his first ever senior national team appointment. Great to see these new faces making their way onto the team, and it's going to be Blake Turney, UBC Thunderbirds, with his first win. He was second in that 100-meter backstroke last night, just over the cut. Not last night, a couple nights ago. It was the first night, actually, at 54.49. And that was a good swim for him. But this is obviously going to be his personal highlight. Getting himself down to 1:58.07. I'm very happy down there on the pool deck. I'm getting a chance to talk to your race winner here in a moment's time. Once again with Brittany McLean.
Hugh McNeil, your newest national champion in the men's 200 backstroke, exactly tying the FINA A standard. Did you know you had that race in you here tonight?
No, not at all.
What does it mean to you to get to represent Canada this summer at the World Championships?
It means a lot. I didn't know that I could race this well on this stage, but to be able to represent Canada now feels amazing.
Awesome. And what are you most looking forward to now when you start to let this sink in, going towards this summer? What excites you most about getting to be on Team Canada?
Getting to train with my teammates again after my week break.
Awesome. Okay, so he's going to enjoy the next week off, as he should. He's earned it. Congratulations. You got yourself on this team, and we can't wait to see what you can do this summer. Hugh McNeil, everybody.
And my apologies. Of course, that's Hugh McNeil. He was right beside the two UBC teammates, both seated at around about the same time, both personally.